Hey, what is up, guys? SIAT podcast, or stupidity is a talent here, and yeah, Joey Games, Zach X, and yeah, I need to be an F1. But so this topic is going to be about why Titanfall may or may not be the Call of Duty killer. So Zach, would you like to list some good and bad points about Call of Duty? Zach does not have Titanfall, so I will be doing that out of my own opinions. Would you?
I'm also not very much of a console gamer, so although you can get CoD on computer,
Wait, so you still can with Titanfall. So this one's gonna be aimed at me since I'm a huge CoD player and Titanfall player.
To be honest, I have nothing.
Hmm.
It's one of the mainstream games. You're gonna find lots of online players.
Okay, but yeah, so I'm gonna compare Titanfall to Black Ops 2 because I honestly feel like Black Ops 2 is just honestly better than Ghost, and I feel like the weapons in Black Ops 2 just feel more like Titanfall. When playing Black Ops 2, it feels more like the Titanfall without the Titans in a way, instead of it Ghost. And just because I think Black Ops 2 was better, just a better game. But yeah, so I do think Titanfall did indeed live up to the hype. Not as well as it could have, but I do think it did. Like, probably on the minor side. For example, Titanfall's cool because it has Titans, but you have to reach player level 5, and I was on Titanfall for 2 hours, and I had only gained 3 levels. Or the first 3. It took me like 2 hours just to gain the first 3, which I don't really like about that, honestly. Very slow XP, but Titanfall is like all this new style and everything towards Call of Duty that Call of Duty does not have. But I definitely do think that if they do start making sequels for Titanfall, that it might be taking over Call of Duty. But for now, Call of Duty is a strong growing franchise, and that is not going to happen this year, or probably in like roughly Titanfall. If Respawn, I should say, does do well, that in a couple of years, Treyarch, I have a feeling Treyarch is going to be the final stand to Titanfall, honestly, with their next game, because I feel like it's still going to be like a bit of a tie in between the two, and I feel like Treyarch is going to be what determines everything, and whether or not it does succeed. But Titanfall is like a breath of fresh air in some cases, because some of the aspects where Call of Duty was lacking. Like, in some of the games, it was not very fast. In some games, in particular, it was not very fast-paced. Like, it was really slow.
I like how I'm not saying it.
Yeah. But Titanfall, it's, like, all just... Like, it's just head-to-head Titan battles. It's not, like, any camping anywhere. Because you can't really camp if there's a giant Titan that spawns every 2 minutes coming after you. But if Ghosts had come out more something like Black Ops 2, I do think Call of Duty would still be holding over Titanfall pretty strongly. But oh god, you know what? We're gonna get a lot of criticism for this, but Ghosts did not live up to the hype, and was and is and.
I was expecting all this cool new stuff.
But yeah, Ghosts didn't deliver. I have a good like 30-ish hours on Ghosts, but compared to like a 50 to 60 on Black Ops 2. But yeah, so if you do hear any background noise, I'm sorry about that. But Ghosts, I'm sorry, any of you Ghost fans, but if you guys want to play Call of Duty, just buy Black Ops 2. From what I've heard in some places, Black Ops 2 is up to the original price when it first came out, just because it's way better than Ghosts. And the end of the storyline, I'm not going to spoil it. At the very end of this video, I might, and just like put a warning before it. But the ending of it, it's terrible. They should have just left the ending. I'm just gonna say, they should have left the ending the way it had started out to be. The way it had started out to be instead of how they finished it. But that wasn't the way they ended it. But there are some aspects to Titanfall I don't like either. How it's only multiplayer. There's no single player campaign. It's multiplayer, 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 which I'm not a big fan of. I like to being able to do something in like single player. And I don't really call the Titanfall training much of that, just because some of the levels can be really annoying, not necessarily hard, but annoying. But yeah, so Zach's just sitting here like, eh.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, if you heard like an
Thump. If
or something like a thump, that's probably like
both games. Okay, so Black Ops 2 and Titanfall, since those are the main two I'm comparing, are both pretty good and pretty well received from what I believe. I'm pretty sure Black Ops 2 was pretty well received. I know it was like a positive compared to Ghosts, but yeah. But I've this book guys, if you guys are a fan of Titanfall or are a fan of Ghosts, don't be mad at us just because we're saying there are some downsides to Titanfall. But I honestly think if the war was between Black Ops 2 and Titanfall, that for now Call of Duty's ahead, but I do think Respawn can make its way just because of the fact that Call of Duty's just, what's a good comparison? It's like one of those older, like, say 2009, 2008, like household appliances. It works, but it's not in like top condition. It's not amazing. It's nothing too special anymore. It's just functional. It's functional as a game. It's functional as a game, and it's enjoyable. But let's be honest here. You're basically saying the same thing over and over every year, and just spending like $60 on it if you're me every year. But it's still fun. I'm not saying this isn't fun, but it's just like the average household appliance or something, whatever you want to call it, like a blender or something, an older blender. It works, but it probably works, but it's not in the best it could be. But I think, any last comments you'd like to add, Zach?
not really.
Zach's just like, eh.
See, the thing is, we're doing this episode purely because we realized how successful the first episode actually was within like 6 minutes of
60. Yeah, we got like a good 10-ish views, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, but guys, the part about the ending I wasn't gonna spoil is I don't like how in Ghosts, this is one of the main letdowns in Ghosts. Look, I guess this could be the same in Titanfall. They both had letdowns in the campaign. Like, for example, Ghosts, when Rourke took Logan, even though they thought Rourke was dead, that got on my nerves. That was a terrible way to end it, honestly. I think they could have done it almost any better way possible. And I don't like how on Titanfall, it's just, well, what's the word? It's a just multiplayer, and what you do is it's basically online team deathmatch, but it chooses its winners. Thank you guys for watching this. We'll see you guys later. Peace.